Welcome to part 4 of the lecture number 13, which is about problems of agriculture sector of Pakistan and solution. In part 1, 2, and 3, we have discussed so many problems and their solution. Today, we are going to discuss point number 15, which is about food supply, quality, and accessibility. Now, regarding three dimensions of food, we are very poor. Supply is so short that every year we have to import edible oil and the food item equal to $4 billion. In rupees, amount is more than 1,500 billion rupees. 1.5 trillion we have to spend, and this is insulting and disrespectful for agrarian society and the seventh nuclear state. So supply is short. Number 2 is quality. In terms of quality, we are also very poor. And regarding this, I would like to say that because of overutilization of pesticides and insecticides and different chemicals and the preservatives, food quality is very poor. It is so poor that it is causing harm to our life. It has been estimated that in Pakistan, eye patients are 21 million, then we have 20 million kidney patients, then diabetic patients are 34 million, then cardiac patients are also 34 million. Then another number is of hepatitis patient, 15 million, means more than 1 crore and 50 lakh people are. It means that almost 60% of the population is suffering from either from one disease or the other. So this is horrible situation, whereas allocation for the health is near about 1% of the GDP. Big one challenge for us. Not only this, stunting growth rate in Pakistan is 46%, and 15% population is malnourished, and 30% population is underweight. This is the study of the National Institute of Population Studies, NIPS shortly. Anyhow, high dependency on the imported food, and not only this. Another dimension is its accessibility. Poor people have very low access to the food because of low purchasing power and soaring prices, whereas rich people have the purchasing power, but they don't have the quality food. It has been estimated that per capita consumption of quality food in Pakistan is 10 to 12% lower than in developed countries. Likewise, in terms of nutrients, that is the vitamin A and calcium, our food is short by 80 to 90%. So this is horrible situation. How to overcome this? There are different programs government is acting upon to overcome this issue, like kitchen gardening program, feedlot fattening program, nutritional program for the pregnant women and the students, especially for the girl students. These are the zero hunger program. I have talked in previous points. So these are the good programs. Likewise, we have the food authority, which actually checks that different food items, whether they are suitable for human use or not. But because of corruption, they have certain limitations, they have limited powers. They should be strengthened legally, and there should be no corruption. There should be strict accountability of these institutions or the institutes. There should be proper coordination among federal government and the provincial government. that what is the size of demand of the population, and what is the supply. If there is shortage, definitely there will be price hike. Soaring of the prices may be costly for the poor segment of the society, and if they utilize more than recommended level of different preservatives, that it is harmful for human beings. And we have quoted, we have listened, we have debated that what is the position that different diseases are prevalent in our society. So in this way, and we should actually improve our health facilities, our expenditures on our health is very nominal, and that is 1% of GDP. It should be doubled. Anyhow, these are the steps which can actually mitigate the intensity of these three things. Three dimensions of this program. Point has become too lengthy. Point number 16 is crop sector. Crop sector of Pakistan is also very poor. We see that in case of five main crops, wheat, rice, cotton, sugarcane, and maize. It is amazing that yield of different crops is falling. We cannot compare ourselves with Bangladesh and India. When we take five crops per acre, yield is every year this is declining. In case of four crops, wheat, rice, cotton, and sugarcane, Pakistan's position is not even comparable with the Bangladesh. In case of wheat, India is at number one with the yield of 3,615 kg per hectare. And Bangladesh is at number 2, 3,550 kg per hectare, and Pakistan is at number 3, 3,264. And you see the gap between that. Pakistan is far behind than Bangladesh and India in wheat, which is staple food for us. So in case of rice, Bangladesh is at number 1 with 4,720 kg per hectare. India is at number 2 with 4,300 kg per hectare, and Pakistan is at number 3 at 2,713. Such a big gap, 2,713, and Bangladesh has 4,720. Then in cotton, Bangladesh is at number 1 with 734 kg per hectare, and Pakistan is at number 2 with 717 kg per hectare, and India is at number 3 with 436 kg per hectare. Sugarcane, India is at number 1 with a production of 84,000 kg per hectare. Pakistan at number 2 with 74,269, a gap of almost 10,000. And Bangladesh is at number 3, 48,000 kg per hectare. So we are far behind than our neighboring countries. So this is horrible situation, and during 2024-25, our crop growth rate remained negative by -6%. I have told you how to overcome this. Because of failure of crop sector, there is price hike in Pakistan, and it is very costly for the poor segment of the society. And to improve this, we should ban actually housing societies. Selling of the land for housing society should be banned. We should provide inputs like seeds, like fertilizers, and the machines and the credit, etc. This is very important. I have discussed somewhere. We should rationalize our subsidy and support price policy, which is generally not rational and favorable to the rich feudal lords' influence and excess of the poor farmers is actually very limited. Prime Minister's youth program to do agriculture activity is good initiative, and 32 billion rupees are being disbursed through 20 banks. This is good strategy, but once again we should assure that it should not be given on the basis of political affiliation, rather on merit should be observed, so that we can overcome this issue. So if these steps will timely availability of the inputs, rational support prices regarding these main crops, and another thing is that in case of minor crops, which are equally important, we should give equal importance to them, credit availability inputs. And regarding this, our dependency on imported should be reduced. For that, I have suggested that indigenous seeds, with the collaboration of farmers, different banks, and research institutions, and the institute, and PRC and ARC and different universities, is a good initiative. Next point, let us move, that is the climate. Dear viewers, it is rightly stated that without water we can live for 5 days, and without food for 5 weeks, and without air we cannot live even for 5 minutes. Air is very important, especially fresh air is very important. But because of our negative or environmental hostile activities, we see climatic change. There are internal factors and external factors, because climatic change has no boundaries. So we have faced tremendous loss because of this climatic change. We have the drought, and because of that, load shedding, and the cost of living increased in Pakistan, cost of the different item increase in Pakistan. There are social, actually, other social problems and political problems as well. And during monsoon of 2022 and here in 2025, we have to face worst form of flooding in Pakistan. As a result, it has been calculated that in 2022, agricultural loss because of flooding was more than $18 billion. And I'm talking about agricultural loss. And now, agricultural loss because of the flooding of 2025 was $1 billion, and it was near about 4 billion rupees. So a poor country like Pakistan cannot afford this. What are the reasons? The reasons are actually deforestation and selling of the land for housing societies. What are the steps which can assure good environment or no climatic change? First is afforestation. We should focus, as we have the billion tree tsunami program of Imran Khan. It was a good program, and we at the same time we should take strict action against timber mafia, etc. And we should actually develop alternative of the wood, cheaper actually construction material. So in this way we can overcome this. Likewise, all the economic activities like industrialization, like running of the refrigerator industry, medicine industry, poultry farming, we should keep an eye on that. And for that, all the environmental hostile activities should be controlled, and there should be control on throwing the water in the man streams that pollute, that is costly for our flora and fauna, and for actually aquatic life as well. So afforestation program, tree plantation programs, and banning of all activities that is the use of chemical that is the use of pesticides and insecticides. Rather, we should focus on biological control. And in case of flooding, we should have early warning system. We should have more accuracy in our forecasting. Meteorological department should be improved, and information should be conveyed to the persons or the farmers concerned well before time. In this respect, social media activists can be engaged. WhatsApp group can be formed. Different political parties, workers, and students and teachers can be engaged for early warning system. And number two is settlement in the areas where flood is taking place every year. They should be removed to the safer area. Then we should develop cold storages in a safer area, so that there should be no loss to the stored agri items. In this way, and when flood takes place, we should have proper coordination, proper machinery. Our civil administration has limited tools or the machinery, like helicopters, like boats, etc. Civil defense in this respect is very weak. Rescue has limited resources and limited tools in the machinery, etc. They should be given this. Likewise, hospital facilities are very poor. They should be upgraded, improved. And then in case of rehabilitation program, it should be quicker and fastest, so that without any harm, without any further harm, we should be able to settle these disturbed people. These are the dimensions which should be covered. And likewise, it is suggested that whether resilient seed variety should be developed over there. So these are different suggestions. Anyhow, for the sake of brevity, let us move forward. And next point is actually point number 18. Point number 18 is distribution. Distribution of land in Pakistan is unjust and uneven. It has been estimated that 5% of the household possesses 64% of farmland. 97% of farmers possess 12.5 acre land on the average. So this is the position, and this is horrible position, and uneven distribution of land. Not only this, in terms of utilization of land, total land area of Pakistan is, I think, 79 million hectare. Out of this, is available land is 59 million when we exclude the water. Out of this, only 22 million hectare land is being cultivated. So hardly we are able to utilize almost 30% of the land, available land. So what are the reasons? I have discussed in the previous feudal structure, non-availability of inputs, or the timely availability of inputs. I have discussed this. This is distributive dimensions of. What is the solution? So because of this uneven distribution, we have poor food quality, non-availability, we have to import this, and anyhow. What is the solution? Number one is the land reform. So many economists are of the view that there is no need of land, but still we need land reform. Land reform, regarding this, there are two options. One is that you should take extra land from the feudal ordinance, should be distributed to the farmers, and according to one estimate, almost 50% of households are without any land, and almost 65% of the villages have no livelihood. So this is horrible situation. This is because of unjust distribution of land. Land forms are, you are familiar with this, Or another is that all land should be declared as state lands, and people should be given as per their demand, and this land given by the government to the farmers should be sold as per government instructions, and this is actually being done by the farmers in socialist countries. And even so many Islamic countries that whatever nation needs, that should be sold. So this is the proper policy. Another dimension should be focused upon, and this is underutilization of our available land. As I have discussed, that hardly out of 59 million hectare land, we are actually cultivating 22 million hectares. Out of this, 6 million hectares is farmers. So we should actually chalk out a program in such a way that we should be able to at least 80% utilization of land. In this respect, a revolution can take place, manifold increase in the food space. We can export it, we can earn foreign exchange. Soil conservation is another strategy, and government is doing this, but it is actually very inactive or the sluggish program of the government. The government should focus on different. Next point is point number 19, which is about dependency. Our dependency is very high in terms of import of seeds, insecticides, machinery, etc. We see that our import, as I have discussed, of edible oil and food is near about $4 billion per annum, and edible size of edible oil import is 700 billion rupees. In case of DAP, that is a fertilizer, there is 100% dependency. In case of tractors, we depend on USA, China, and Belarus. Dependency is almost 90%. We just sample here. So, how to overcome this issue? Development of indigenous fertilizer, yielding varieties of feeds. For this, we need proper coordination, integration of different departments, as I have discussed on NARC, PRC, federal government, provincial government, administration, then the farmers and the students and the teachers of the university, etc. So these are the steps which can overcome this dependency. Next point is point number 21, which is about market imperfections, poor structure, farm to market road, very poor or limited roads, and the quality of road is roads is very poor, full of ditches and the wides, and very rough and tough road, and non-availability of the transport, and if available, very costly. There is no proper information regarding prices, despite the fact that there is social, this is the era of social media. So because of the poverty, poor farmers are unable to access the proper market. As a result, wastage and the spoilage, which I have discussed, is very high, and it is up to 22%, and somewhere it is 50% of the agriculture produce. For this, we have to develop cold storage, we have to develop a modern actually techniques, and that's IT centers in rural area and urban area for proper coordination on the pattern of exchange stock exchange. This coordination may help, and especially the local youth can be engaged in this respect for proper marketing. In this way, we can overcome the poor infrastructure. Radio stations can be developed over here, and the role of social media can be exploited. As a result, consumers will have to access at cheaper actually products, and farmer would earn a higher profit. So role of middlemen should be abolished in this respect, and there's speculative activities. But for that, we have to educate the farmers, and we have to financially support them. Next and last one point is for the sake of simplicity, because and the shortage of time, I am cutting through my lecture, that is the tax evasion. Some economists are the people are of the view that GDP share of GDP share of agriculture sector in GDP is 23%, but contribution and taxes is less than 2%. It is because of non-payment of income tax. Agriculture is actually not federal subject; it is provincial subject, and other side is of the view that agriculture sector pays so many subsidies or the taxes in the form of increased prices of the input, whether it is fertilizer, whether it is actually credit, whether it is machinery. They are paying so many taxes, so imposition of further taxes on agriculture sector may be lethal, may be harmful, especially income tax. Anyhow, it has been estimated that potential of poultry farming, tax potential of poultry farming is $35 billion, whereas it is paying just $4 billion every year. The total business size of poultry farming in Pakistan is more than 1 trillion rupees, and almost 1.5 million people are attached with this. So tax evasion, in this respect, people should be educated and they should pull the nose up PR, especially provincial tax department, that there should be no tax evasion. For that, we have to reform this department, and tax if they are paid taxes in a proper way, then tax rate can come down. With this, I end and hope that you would subscribe my channel. I take your permission, and next lecture would be about subsectors of agriculture sectors, crop sector, fisheries, forestry, etc. Anyhow, thank you very much for viewing. Assalamu alaikum.